everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, you don't know who I am. My name is Jodie and I like to create beauty related content here on this channel. So if that's something you guys are interested in, make sure that you are subscribed and don't forget to click the bell just so you're notified every single time that I upload. I feel like you're kind of wonky. Is that a little bit better? Quick disclaimer before I start this video, I currently have my window open because it is blazing sunshine, so if you can hear people like talking or lawnmowers and trimmers and stuff, it's because my parents are doing the garden and there's people outside because it's warm. So yeah, just thought I'd explain that one really quickly, but let's just jump straight into this video. So you can tell from the title already, today we're going to be testing out the new Beauty Bay summer collection. So this is called the Youtopia collection. I picked up 3 different bits. The only thing I didn't get was the lip gloss set, because that was £15 and I think I would have preferred it if you could have bought them singularly, but you can't. But I did pick something up from every other range. Also, I did have makeup on and then I turned the camera on and my face looked a really weird colour. So I'm going to put makeup on after I've done showing you guys these bits. And yeah, I've got Beauty Bay glosses that I can use instead. So if you wanted to know what the formula of Beauty Bay gloss is, I presume them ones are going to be the same because they're the same brand, but who knows. But yeah, without further ado, if you want to know what I got and see me testing it and swatching it and all that, then let's just get into the video. Like I said, didn't pick up the lip glosses, but I did pick up everything else in the collection. So I'm going to show you this first, this itty bitty box. So there was actually 4 of these in the collection. I did, however, only pick up 1. These are their pressed eye pigments. Like I said, there was 4 and these were £5 each, which hence why I only got 1. So I got the shade, I want to say that this one's the shade Reverie. I don't really know how to say that. So this is what it looks like, and then this one is the gold one out of the 4 of them. They had 2 duochromes and 2 normal ones. This one is not a duochrome one, but it is absolutely stunning. I have already swatched it because I just couldn't help myself. If you're wondering in terms of Colourpop, it reminded me straight away of Colourpop ones. This one is a Colourpop Super Shock shadow. The Colourpop ones are actually bigger than the Beauty Bay ones. But I think I don't know if it's just the shade that I've got out of the Colourpop is a bit of a, not the best shade to test against this gold one. But that was like 1 dip. Not even a swipe, it was 1 dip. And look how much you get off the Beauty Bay one. So I want to say these are very much worth the money. They are that slight kind of like putty texture. I never know how to explain these kinds of shadows. It's that kind of shadow that you can put your finger in and it kind of just like it moves like a putty, literally like putty. But it is super glittery and beautiful. I really want more of these. If I'm honest, I want all of them now. But obviously we'll test that out on the eye as well today. I then got the eyeshadow palette because I have the pastels version of this and I love it, so I knew I would really love a neon version. I actually said to the group chat before this collection was revealed that I reckoned it was a neon version of the pastels palette, and I was correct. So this is what the palette looks like. It's the same size as the pastels one, and then you just get 8 neon shades. Sorry, look how bright and gorgeous they are. So I'm super excited to swatch and test these because it's something a bit different, isn't it, to have an all neon palette, an all matte neon palette. So that was £10 that palette was, which I use the pastels one a lot, so should be worth it, hopefully, fingers crossed. Then last but not least, the most exciting part of this collection, I just thought about buying this on its own, to be honest, at one point. This is the Aquavated liner palette. So this is super heavy as well, like it feels good quality, I'm not gonna lie. It was £12 and it comes with 5 water activated liners. If Beauty Bay have done this right, they're onto a winner. I love the shades. You get this one and this one is so bright and neon. They're orange, like a powdery purpley blue, like a powder blue, purple, green, and then a pink. So we're also going to be testing that out. If you want to see some swatches of these products, then let's just get into swatches. Okay, so we've got Halcyon, Bliss, Eden, which is like a bright neon yellow. These aren't going to swatch the best. I always find neons just don't. I think it's the nature of them. And then last but not least, we've got Midsummer, which is a bright red. Oh, look at those shades. I love that bright red. It's gorgeous. Then we've got Dreamland, Blaze, which is a gorgeous orange. We've got Serene and Paradise. So that is all of them put together. They're beautiful. I am also just going to re-swatch the single shadow for you guys. So that is it there. Like, how stunning is that? Wow. Also, if anybody's interested, all of these products are cruelty free. We're gonna try and swatch this. I don't know how well this is gonna go, but I thought we'd give it a first try because I've not tried it at all yet. I'm so nervous for this. The Morphe ones were awful, so I'm hoping that these ones are better. Okay, I'm not mad at that. With the Morphe ones, I actually never uploaded that video because it was just awful. But with the Morphe version, so Morphe brought out a palette with a TikToker, and it has it has aqualiners in the bottom of it. They're awful. Do not buy that palette for the aqualiners. It is so bad. And I was worried that these would be the same, but these are coming out a lot better than that one did. Okay, we've got the second colour on now. So that's how the second ones come out. It's quite watery, they both are. That first one's dried down now as well, which is quite good. I'm just cleaning off my brush as I go along. That's one line of the purple. Oh, it's bleeding. You guys see that it's bleeding through my hand? That's interesting. They're the three colours. Yeah, I think all I'm going to say about these ones is you don't need a lot of water because they're very watery, but they're bleeding. So hopefully they don't bleed on the eye. And it is just because it's on the back of my hand, which obviously stretches as I move and stuff. So that's all 5. I think the neons work. They're all kind of the same texture, to be fair. The first 3 are dry now. So these 3 are dry. This one is nearly, and then that one I've obviously just put on, so it's not dry yet. Now what my palette looks like, it doesn't look as pretty anymore. I'm going to hop off camera. I'm just going to clean everything up and pop my P. Louise eye base on. Then we're going to come back and we're going to start doing the eyes because it's about time, isn't it now? Okay, so I've got P. Louise base number 2 on, and I'm gonna dip in to this palette. I'm gonna take the darkest purple first, and I'm just gonna pop that on the inner corner. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna take the shade Paradise, which is the blue, and pop this on the outer. I'm going to take the pink, which this one. I'm just taking it like half on the purple, half off the purple, just in case you wondered. Then I'm going to take the green, which is this one, potentially. gonna just cut the crease now. Okay, now that I've cut the crease, I've decided I'm just gonna take this all over the lid. I'm gonna try it with a brush, but I don't know how well that's gonna go. And that's with no P. Louise down because I forgot to put more down before I put the shimmer on. Like, these shimmers are insane. Okay, I'm going to quickly go off and do the other side and then come back and we'll try the aqua liners. Okay, so I've got my two eyes done. I'm not quite sure what colour to go in with from the aqua palette. I'm thinking the pink. I was going to go in with the purple, but I thought maybe pink's best, so we're just going to give it a go. I'm going to go off camera and do the other one. That was so nerve-wracking. Okay, so I'm back. I finished my look. I just put some of the red underneath my eye, which is called Midsummer. It's just this one. So the only colours we didn't use were the orange and the lilac-y colour, and this yellow, but we managed to use all the other ones. If you're interested, I've got Salt and Cosmetic lashes on in the style Tess. These are like my favourite ones from her brand. Let's talk about these products. Let's review them. So I'm going to start off with the single eyeshadow. For me personally, I loved this. It has gone on so well. That is with no base on. It just went on absolutely beautifully. It's not cracked in any way or anything like that. What is my eyelash now doing? Sorry. Yeah, it's gone on so nicely. It's not cracked. It's not like coming off where my crease is or anything like that, because sometimes shimmers do that on me. Do I think £5 is a good value? I think they could have been a little bit cheaper. The packaging just felt a little bit cheap, I'm not gonna lie. I think if these were like £3 each, I possibly would have got more beforehand. But £5, I think it is a little bit steep, especially considering the palette's only 10. So yeah, I think these should have been priced around £3, but actually the quality of them is really good. So if you were thinking about picking one up but you were unsure, I would definitely recommend getting one anyway, because they are really nice. Let's discuss this palette. So first things first, what I love about this is that you do have a mirror, so it's very travel friendly. Like, you could take that away with you if you wanted, because it is like quite thin, it's small. I think £10 is a really good price point because you get 8 shades for £10. Personally really like all the shades that are in here as well. I think it could have done with a little bit more of a yellow. Like, this one is yellow, but it does look very similar to the green, and you've got 2 purples in here, so potentially they could have put like another blue in maybe, or yeah, just a bit of a different kind of yellow, one that wasn't so acidy. But in terms of quality of the shadows, they are really nice. It is very similar to the Pastels palette in terms of the formula of these is very, I don't want to say like chalky, but it's very powdery. Like, you get a lot of kick up when you put your brush in there. They dent, I think they're going to dent quite easily, like with only a few uses, and that's how my Pastels palette went. But in terms of value for money, I definitely think it's worth it. These colours are so intense. They went on, and as soon as I put it on, I was like, whoa, I was blown away. So I definitely think it's good value for money. They're super bright, super pigmented. All I'm going to say is that if you don't like a very like powdery formula, this is what they are. They're not chalky in any way, but they are just that bit powdery. So just keep that in mind. And then in terms of the liner palette, I was actually really impressed. It hasn't cracked at all, which is so good. The formula is a bit of a weird formula. Like, it's quite a wet formula. I would say you don't need as much water as you think you do for these, and they dry down. Yeah, they completely dry down. That pink one's gonna be wet for a little while, I think, but for £12, I think if you don't own any, or you don't own any in this colour spectrum, like I do own some neon ones, but I don't own any colours like this, it is so worth it. I do believe this is out of stock at the minute, so hopefully they'll put it back in stock, but it's not cracked, it bled on my hand, but it doesn't seem to have bled on the eye at all. So that is amazing news as well. I definitely think if you are in the market for some aqua liners, this is one to try, because I'm really impressed. So that is my overall verdict. I really like this collection. I don't think I can really fault any of it. I really enjoyed it. They all have their little niggles that, like, you know, but overall they are really good, and I really recommend all of it to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know, did you pick up anything from this launch, or did you end up going for the P. Louise launch? Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like this video for more, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.